Dear students, welcome to PU classes. First of all, I will introduce myself. My name is Bhagavan Reddy. I am working as a mathematics lecturer. Total, I have 12 years experience. From the past 8 years, I am teaching IIT JEE classes also. My qualification is MSc Pure Mathematics from Osmania University, Hyderabad. B.Ed Mathematics and Science from Osmania University. From last 2 years onwards, I am working in Mangalore Academy, Nalanda PU College, Jagalur. Previous years, I worked in Hyderabad in Sri Chaitanya Narayana colleges. This is my qualification and experience. Now coming to our PU, in PU Science, we have total 6 subjects, 2 language subjects, physics, chemistry, maths and biology. Who joined in Mangalore batch, for them we are providing board classes, PU board classes as well as competitive classes. Competitive classes means KCET, who are writing the exams, entrance exams, KCET, IIT JEE and NEET classes. Mainly we are focusing on these competitive exams. For the competitive exams, complete material, complete notes we are providing from the college. Now in mathematics, in first PU we have total 16 chapters. In second PU we have 13 chapters. Total 29 chapters we have in PU. Okay. Now 10th SSLC to 11th class PU. So some topics we didn't have any connectivity. For example, in PU level we have maths. You don't know the maths. Maths is limits, continuity, differentiation, integration, vectors. So these some different topics we have. So most of the students they are facing problems due to the connectivity of the topics. So in science, in physics and chemistry also you are using these vectors and limits, continuity, some geometry topics, some trigonometry topics also we are using. When you are attending those classes, when you are solving these IIT JEE NEET classes, you are facing some problems. So that in mathematics side, I am giving few days, I am giving bridge course classes. Bridge course means the 10th class to the PU, the connecting classes. I will provide the videos. So regularly you follow my videos, then you will get good basics for PU. Okay. Now in this video today we are discussing about coordinate geometry. Already in 10th in SSLC you have some coordinate geometry basics. Now we will start that. We are discussing what you studied in earlier classes. Next further the connectivity, the extensions also I will provide in this video. Right? So first, coordinate axis, coordinate system. How you define the coordinate system? Let us consider two mutually perpendicular lines in the plane. Then these lines are called coordinate axis. What is that? Consider two mutually perpendicular lines. two mutually perpendicular lines in the plane, then these lines are called coordinate axis. Then these lines are called what? Coordinate axis. Here in this, the horizontal line is called x-axis. The horizontal line is called what? X-axis. The vertical line is called y-axis. The vertical line is called y-axis. The point of intersection of x and y-axis. The point of intersection of x and y-axis is called origin, denoted by O. Denoted by O. Here O x-axis is called positive x-axis. O x-axis is called what? Positive x-axis. O x dash axis is called negative x-axis. O x dash axis is called what? Negative x-axis. O y axis is called what? Positive y-axis. O y dash axis is called negative y-axis. Understood? Again you see, what is the definition of coordinate axis or coordinate system? If we consider two mutually perpendicular lines in the plane, then these lines are called coordinate axis. Then these lines are called coordinate axis. In this, horizontal line is called what? X-axis. What is the y-axis? Vertical line. Vertical line is called what? Y-axis. What is the origin? Point of intersection of x and y-axis is called origin, denoted by O. Here O x-axis is called what? Positive x-axis. O x dash negative x-axis. O y positive y-axis. O y dash negative y-axis. Okay. You see, this is the plane. This is our plane. This plane, due to these two lines is dividing into four parts, right? The mutually perpendicular lines divides the plane into four parts. Then each part is called quadrant. Each part is called what? Quadrant. Namely, first quadrant Q1, second quadrant Q2, third quadrant Q3, fourth quadrant Q4. Again you see, what is the definition of quadrant? The mutually perpendicular lines, nothing but coordinate axis. The mutually perpendicular lines divides the plane into four parts. Then each part is called quadrant. Namely, first quadrant Q1, second quadrant Q2, third quadrant Q3, fourth quadrant Q4. Understood? So this is the quadrant definition. Next, P x comma y is the any point in the xy plane. Any point in the xy plane. Then here this x is called x coordinate of P, y is the y coordinate of P. We know how you define x coordinate and y coordinate. You see now. What we are defining now? X coordinate and y coordinate. You take a point P x comma y. How we are defining x coordinate? You see, the perpendicular distance from P to y axis. This perpendicular distance is called x coordinate of P. X coordinate of P. What is the x coordinate? The perpendicular distance from P to y axis. The perpendicular distance from P to y axis is called x coordinate. Next, y coordinate. The perpendicular distance from P to x axis. Is called y coordinate. Understood? What is the x coordinate? the distance from P to y axis is x coordinate. The distance from P to x axis is y coordinate. Okay, remember that coordinate definition. What we studied now? First, coordinate system, origin, coordinate system, x axis, y axis, origin, quadrant, x coordinate, y coordinate. Once you recall these all definitions. Next, the general point in the different quadrant we are discussing now. What is that? The general point in the different quadrant we are discussing now. Right? You see now, the point here quadrants I am writing here quadrant. Next to point P. Here point P I am writing here. See, if the point in first quadrant is the positive x-axis and positive y-axis is involved. So that the point, general point is x comma y. Right? If it is lies in second quadrant, this is second quadrant is this is ox dash axis called what? Negative x-axis. So negative of x coordinate, and this is positive y axis. So plus 1. Minus x plus y is the general point in second quadrant. Now coming to third quadrant is bounded between negative x axis, negative y axis. So that minus x comma minus y. Next, if it is in fourth quadrant, next fourth quadrant is positive x axis, negative y axis. Positive x axis, negative y axis. So plus x comma minus y. Plus x comma minus y. These are the general points in different quadrants. For example, minus 4 comma 3 is the one of the point. It is a lies in which quadrant? You see, negative x, positive y. It is lies in which quadrant? It is like this only. So it is like lies in second quadrant. If this is lies in second quadrant. 4 comma minus 3 is there. This is positive x axis, negative y axis. Positive x, negative y, which is fourth quadrant. Next to 4 comma 3. 4 comma 3 both are positive, so it is in first quadrant. Next to minus 4 minus 3. Both are negative, it is in third quadrant. Understood? So, based on the general point, easily we are deciding the point lies in which quadrant. Okay? Next, now we will discuss on axis. On coordinate axis, what general forms we are discussing now. Here we are writing those general points. This is plus x comma plus y. Here this is minus x comma plus y. Here minus x comma minus y. Here plus x comma minus y. Okay, na? These are all general points. Now, if it is the point present on the x-axis, what is the general form? If it is present on positive x-axis, what? Negative x-axis is what? And same time, positive y-axis, negative y-axis also we are discussing now. You see, if the point present on x-axis, this distance is 0, because of this line, for example, if I take M this point, MP MP overlapping with x-axis only. This is MP line. This is overlapping with x-axis. This distance is becomes 0. This distance called what? Y coordinate, right? This y coordinate is 0 when the point lies on x-axis. The point lies on x-axis. This distance is 0. That means on the x-axis point, if P lies on x-axis, the point, general point in the form of x comma 0. If x is positive, this point lies on the positive x-axis. If x is negative, this point lies on the negative x-axis. Understood? What is the general point on x-axis? X comma 0. On y-axis, minus x comma 0. Negative x-axis, sorry. Negative x-axis minus x comma 0. Next, similarly, if it is lies on y-axis, that means this Pn you take it. This Pn, if it is overlapping with y-axis, then this M2P distance is 0. M2P distance comma x coordinate. So x coordinate equal to 0. If P lies on y-axis, this x coordinate is 0. So P lies on y-axis, it is 0 comma x coordinate is 0 comma y. X 0 comma y is the general point on y-axis. If y is positive, this is lies on positive x-axis. If y is negative, it is lies on negative y-axis. Next, it is lies on at the origin. Origin means you see this point at the origin only. That means it doesn't having any distance from x-axis or y-axis. So both are equal to 0. So the origin coordinates are 0 comma 0 only. Origin coordinates are 0 comma 0 only. Okay, this is the coordinate system. This is called what? Coordinate system. What we discussed in this video? First, coordinate axis, x-axis, y-axis, origin, quadrant, x coordinate, y coordinate, general point in different quadrants and coordinate axis and at the origin. These points we discussed in this video, right? Next, in next video we are discussing further classes.